There's 3 works of mine in the show. One is an older work, and that is a video work that is specifically made for the internet. It's designed for a YouTube audience, and it's called Bigger Than Britney, and it's about my fan celebrity parasocial relationship with Britney Spears. And the other work is called That Really Hurts and It's Still Hurting, and the title is from a famous YouTube video, Charlie Bit My Finger, which has 2 young boys, and it's got millions of hits. It's very popular, and there's lots of anxiety at the moment about people uploading their videos onto YouTube and then them being spread all across the globe, and you sort of relinquish your ownership of those videos. But I have a different experience, and I don't have any photographs or documentation at all from my childhood on my father's side because they were destroyed. So I guess I'm sort of looking at the advantages and disadvantages of cloud computing and the difference between like being a child in the age of photography as an object and an adult in the age of photography as a digital representation. Oh, all the photos, this is kind of important, all the photos are of YouTube videos that in some way have my name in the title, that are of home family videos. So Giselle goes to the pool, Giselle's graduation, Giselle's first walk, sort of like seminal childhood progressions. And I sort of chose videos that could have hypothetically been me. Like one of them is Giselle fun January 10th or something like that, and January 10th is my birthday. And then there's one that's Giselle graduation 2012, and 2010, Giselle graduation 2010, and that's the year that I graduated. So sort of all these sort of mythic parallels and me inserting myself in other people's home videos through cyberspace. I guess I sort of take things from sort of the world external context. In the Britney video, it's sort of media images of Britney that I've taken and sort of cut and rearranged, and that kind of physical or digital cutting, editing process is very important in the practice. And collage, decoupage, in the video called The Long Tail, it involved getting photos, images, and then removing elements on Photoshop. So taking those particular elements and then animating them on After Effects, and then inserting myself in a performative element on Premiere. So it's sort of quite an elaborate one. Oh, and on top of that, there's a sound element that is edited separately that I insert. So 4 different editing programs, all up combined in the final product. I think I just enjoy that sort of meditative, repetitive process. It is in many ways the screen-based practice that I have of sort of drawing out things, looking at things, is very akin to the practice of surfing the internet, where you sort of like will look at an image, look at another image, look at another image, and it's sort of very tangential. Things just lead on from one spot, and before you know it, a few hours have gone, and it's just sort of a relationship between you and the computer. And once you sort of reach a stage where you know a program intimately, it's a sort of kind of synergy that the triggers become internalized. Like an expert game player will not consciously think about, oh, I need to press X to jump. It's sort of a kind of nice unity between man and machine when you know your programs intimately.
It's a false network, though, isn't it? Like it's kind of, tell me if I'm wrong here. It's almost being confronted by the vastness of the internet. It's kind of like the sublime feeling of like being faced by a giant wave or something. But it's also like, it's finite. It's a locked world with you and the world. It's very like it's your interface with a closed system.
I mean, I find it very fascinating. I think so many things have been said about the internet now that we're getting to a stage where the views on it are so diverse. And there is a lot about the internet and the sublime and the internet as like a hyper-spiritual space, like going beyond our finite relationship with our body and sort of discovering our true selves away from the shackles of our flesh, etc., etc. But it's also a very diverse experience on the internet, that, you know, people engage with different communities and will use the internet in very, very diverse and different ways. I'm sort of interested in many solo users engaging with each other in physical isolation. And sometimes I do live performance in my practice, that I do sort of engage with the idea of physical co-presence and the importance of that. But often when I'm doing works that are extremely digital, it's about the absence of that and sort of the abstracted connection between people that the internet creates, where there is a kind of embodied presence online that is sort of so disembodied that you're actually just sitting in a chair for hours, potentially not really moving at all or aware of your physical self at all. But at the same time, things on screen are so much to do with the body, and particularly anxieties about the body, that, you know, about our physical forms and sort of the ways that we deal and physicalize our insecurities.
Right in there.
I loved it. Can you do something?